In a world filled with things on the internet, two men, one podcast, two pores.
Jimmy. Let's go up top.
All right. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indian Trail, North Carolina, where we are back in the studio, fresh off the road in Linville, North Carolina. We are back here in Indian Trail, and we have a special guest with us. And I say we being just Sean and I. We are missing our co-host, and I'm going to let you know why here in a second. I want to give a special introduction to our guest of honor here, who is a Chief Warrant Officer 2, Tim Shay. He is a highly decorated service member whose career spanned 18 years in the military and is now transitioning into a different role. So we're going to add on to that years of service and for our country. He served 2 tours in Operation Iraqi Freedom, based out of Iraq. Served 1 tour in Afghanistan under Operation Enduring Freedom. He has served in a multitude of positions, from combat engineer to squad leader to platoon sergeant, first sergeant, intelligence sergeant. He's been awarded the Bronze Star, Army Commendation Medals, ×9, I think, if that's correct, and multiple campaign medals. He has his Air Assault Wings, his Master Parachutist badges, which I'm actually impressed I can say that correctly, yet alone, talk about it. But not only is he highly decorated, but he's also a devoted husband, a loving father of five, a friend of Two Poor Podcasts, and a bourbon lover. So I would like everyone to welcome Chief Warrant Officer 2, Tim Shay, to the program.
That is one hell of an intro.
Oh, thank you very much. I've been working on that all morning.
I don't know how to follow that up.
Well, so I say we, so Jimmy, who is a childhood friend of yours, and we actually got a chance to meet a couple times back in the day. Didn't spend as much time around each other as you and James. Right. But Jimmy is under the weather right now. He is battling COVID, which I didn't even know COVID was still a thing. But he has tested positive twice this week, and he is pissed off that he's not here. And normally we would have postponed the episode to make sure that he was here. But man, you were so gracious with your time flying around, and you have to get out of here and go back home here shortly. Right. So we wanted to make sure we got you on the air.
Well, man, I appreciate it. Trying to support you guys. I saw your first episode, and I was like, man, it was almost like therapy, like listening to Jimmy again. Yeah. His energy is infectious, as you know.
Yes, it is.
And so I've been following, and to be here, it's an honor. So thank you.
Hey, we appreciate you so much, dedicating your time. And you could be a lot of other places. So we really appreciate that.
My wife would agree with that, by the
way. Sorry, Mrs. Shay, that we're taking time away, but we definitely support your husband and what he does for the country. So I want to give a couple shout outs. First off to Blue Diamond Pest Control, our sponsor of the show. Call Jeff and the guys and girls over at Blue Diamond for all your pest control needs, whether it be commercial or residential. 704-701-0876, or hit them up on bluediamondpc.net. Jeff, thank you for all that you do for us. Proud supporter of the show, just like Tim. So give a shout out to my co-host. Miss you and love you, brother, and hope you get better soon, because we have more episodes to record. So, take your vitamins, drink your water, get hydrated, stay away from the greasy foods, and get back soon. Last shout out, wanted to give, honestly, in recognition, kind of you and support of what you do for us, all the U.S. military out there, guys and girls who are serving. I've had multiple family members, men and women, who served. My grandpa was a presidential award winner,
Nice.
in the military. So multiple shout outs to them and all of the families as well, because being in the military, and we're going to talk about this, being in the military can be tough. It's definitely tough for the people in the military, right?
Yeah,
But it is equally as tough in a lot of regards for the families.
Yeah, you're 100% right there, man. I mean, I get to go to work and focus on what I'm doing, and I'm passionate about it. I've been in the Army a long time. I love it. I love serving. I love being with soldiers.
Yeah.
But I get to do that because I know what's at home is being taken care of by my wife and my kids, and everything is straight. And having to travel around, deploy, do all that stuff, it's a good feeling to know that your partner is stepping up and taking care of. She's doing it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the middle of transitioning from Texas to Missouri.
Yeah.
And when I left on Wednesday, it's like, high five, babe, you're in charge. Movers are showing up Thursday.
Yeah.
You're running
Did
the
you
show.
hit her with like, this is what you trained for type deal?
You've been preparing for this your whole life.
You're ready. I believe in you. But yeah, so you're flying back. I mean, it's over the weekend, and then come Monday, you guys are, moving, right? Like everybody's leaving,
So the way it works, the Army will provide you movers if you want them. So we had them come this week. Our house there is empty.
Okay.
Her and the girls are in an Airbnb right now. I'll get back today, and then Monday we'll drive away and go to Missouri for our next little assignment. So
Gotcha. Such as military life, right? I mean, you can travel around a bunch. We're going to get into it. Let's transition just for a second. We want to talk about the bourbon. So
there we go.
The
best part.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, forgive me. Did you have any shout outs? Because you are the guest. I mean, did you want to give any shout outs while you're here?
Yeah, actually, I have a couple companies I just wanted to recognize. Tunnel for Towers.
Okay.
It's an organization that will pay off the mortgage to Gold Star families. Gold Star families are families of where they lost their service member.
Okay.
So that's the remaining spouse and children.
Okay.
So it's a great organization. The things that they do, I know personally a couple of Gold Star families in that organization has helped them out. And then I also want to give a shout out to Ruck to Remember and Will Reese.
Okay.
It's a special ops foundation. They do a lot of stuff. They're actively engaging in stopping veteran suicide.
Okay.
And, so to give him a little shout out and everything that he's doing with his company. So
that's wild. That's actually going to be a part of my parting shot is based on that as well. So, we'll get to that here later on. So shout out to all those, Sean. Make sure to put those on the episode as far as layovers and stuff, so we can broadcast those companies. Man, that's one of the things. Hold on. I'm going to go into it because I want to talk about the military and the whole brother and sisterhood and the support. Honestly, some of the mindsets to where we should all have for each other, it's just a community looking out for each other. The more we can get to that, I think we can be better off as a world. But anyways, let me segue real quick into the bourbon of the episode, which is Bullet. Now, I say Bullet. Some people say Bullet, which is I've never heard before, but that's as equally as common as Bullet. But anyways, we're going with a Bullet 10-year bourbon. Tim, when we were talking, a couple of weeks ago, you said that you wanted to support, you like our idea of supporting local businesses as your support and, kind of the businesses that you've been associated with from your brothers that have served. Man, it's super important. I think North Carolina needs to raise their game up. I think they need to step their game up and have some more opportunities. I know Oak Law's close by. We've shouted them out before. I'm still waiting on a bottle from Oak Law.
So where you at, Oak Law? Yeah,
where are you at? I want to support you guys and your endeavors here locally in Matthews, North Carolina. But I went with Bullet. I kind of made a judgment call. I've had this once in the past. From what I remember, it was really, really good. It's a celebratory bottle, being a 10-year, and you being a guest of honor. I mean, I wanted to give you something good when you come on the show. So we're going to try that out. Right. So let's get a little sip of this one, man. Cheers, bro.
Wow. That's
okay.
That's smooth.
What you think?
It's got a little bite.
Yeah.
But I've had Bullet, like the regular
Just the
whiskey.
regular orange label.
Yeah. And